Live from 42nd Street in New York City, you're watching PIX Morning News.
We're going to send it over to John. John, it's all about being laid off and some tips, right?
What are you trying to say, Tams? We're all paranoid. Please don't joke like that. All right, whether you've been laid off or worried about getting laid off, there are some things you need to know. And here with 4 key aspects that you should focus on immediately is Beth Kobliner, the author of Get a Financial Life. Beth, welcome to the show.
Great to be here, John.
Let's talk about these questions. If somebody's never been laid off before and, they don't really know how all this works. So they need to, sort of know about it before it happens. Severance pay.
Right.
It's a great concept.
Right.
What exactly is it? How do you get it? Do you get it?
Right. Just slow down for 1 second. There's so many details, and I feel like right now we're at a 26-year high for unemployment, and there's no embarrassment in being unemployed. Everybody's unemployed
so
right
true,
now.
Right?
It's so difficult.
So true.
People know that you're supposed to negotiate before you get your job, but you should also negotiate after when you get laid off. So you want it for severance. The typical there's no requirement to get severance, meaning money when you get laid off. But the typical kind of standard for large companies is you get 1 week of severance for every year you worked. So if you worked for 5 years, you get 5 weeks of severance.
Now, is that a rule, or is that just something that companies generally do?
It's something that large companies generally do. And you want to ask if you could also have health insurance for that 5 weeks as well, because it's very important. As we all know, health insurance is so expensive.
Why do they do severance pay? Out of the kindness of their heart? Are they worried about you causing them trouble? What's that all about?
Causing trouble. Sometimes companies will have you sign a waiver. You won't sue them if you accept the severance package. So there's sort of reasons that they do it, but they also want to make sure, employers know this is a tough time, and it's at least to give you a few weeks to stay on your feet.
Severance is a wonderful thing. Let's talk about that health insurance you alluded to. Does it end the day your job's over? And when, in fact, it does end, talk about COBRA and getting something to pick up?
The COBRA rules are very confusing.
Okay.
But basically, the way it works is you're entitled to purchase health insurance from your company when you lose your job. The problem is it's very expensive. Now, the rules currently say you can purchase insurance from your job, and the government will pay for 65% of that for the first 9 months.
9 months. Okay,
right.
Good to know.
So the average family pays $1,100. That means you only have to pay $400 for 9 months. Very important.
After that, do you really get hammered?
Then you get hammered. So you have to look online, look at ehealthinsurance.com.
You're looking at thousands of dollars,
thousands of dollars, but one thing to tide you over might be temporary catastrophic coverage that won't cover you for, visits, general checkups and visits to the dentist, but it will cover if you have a major medical emergency.
Let's rock and roll on the last 2 questions because we're running out of time. Unemployment, how long can you get it, and how much do you get?
Apply immediately. The most you can get in New York is $405 a week.
That's the most you can get.
That's the most you can
get.
get.
And how long can you get it for?
You can get it right now for 18 months, which is a good thing.
401k, what do you do when you leave your job and they...
Don't withdraw it.
Just leave it.
Half of people do.
It's not going anywhere?
Don't leave it. Roll it over into an IRA. And if you're concerned you don't know where to roll it over into a bank account. The bank insures it up to $250,000.
Beth, thank you so much. Awesome ideas.
My pleasure.
All right, the book is called Get a Financial Life. It's available in bookstores right now. For additional information, you can also meet us on the web. The News at 7 starts right now.